So we talked about adding the tile. We talked about how we could add those locations. So I've added a couple more locations. And so we're going to pretend like this presentation is done, like this project is finished. I'm ready to present to a group. I'm going to use the present button here and it's going to put it into presentation mode. So notice at the bottom left-hand side, it says table of contents. And if I click table of contents, it's going to give me a list of which thing is first, step one, step two, step three, step four. I could click and go out of order, or I use these arrows to take me to the different locations. So here is that slide that just kind of gave me the information, that tile, and then I use my arrow to go to my first location. So Google Earth is going to move me to Albuquerque, which is the first location that I went to. And I can look through the pictures that are here. So if your students are putting text there, that's great. I can look at whatever information that they added. Now, I'm going to go ahead and look. While I'm looking at this project, I want to look into this tramway. That sounds really interesting. So I'm going to scroll in. Maybe I can look at that picture. So now my information box is the tramway. That looks really cool. And I wonder what this looks like over here. So as I kind of zoom in, I'm going to pick Pegman, who's in the bottom right-hand corner. So if I click him, I'm going to get all of these little blue things. Those blue lines are where the Google car has driven, so we can look at. And then you can also see these blue circles. These are called photospheres. And that would allow me, if I grab Pegman, that would drop me into a photosphere. Then it's going to put me inside of a 360-degree picture that someone created. They took and uploaded. So I'm now going to be on that tramway. And because it's 360 degrees, I can look all around and see what it is like to be in that location. So I can see the mountains, I can see the city below, I can see the lines that the tramway is going. So really cool way that not only can I do some digital storytelling of a location to location, but it allows my viewers to dig in and look specifically at those locations. So when I'm ready to go to the next place, I'm going to click the next button and it's now going to move me to the Grand Canyon because that's the next stop on my trip. So here I am at the Grand Canyon. Now, in my slide on the side, my information, I did not change it. I left whatever information it had. So I can read more information here about the Grand Canyon. It's based on what Google wants to provide for me. So some other points of interest, some other things I might be interested in. When the Grand Canyon Park was established was 1919, so it's over 100 years old. And then I can go back and I can grab Pegman again if I want to and just see, like drop down into the Grand Canyon and see what it looks like at the surface of the Grand Canyon. So we are actually in the Grand Canyon on the water as if I'm in a boat, and I can look at how high and steep the sides are, and I can pretty much take the people on the trip with me on the trip with me because they can have this experience as well. I'm ready to go to the next location. I'll use the next button. And now we go from the Grand Canyon to the last stop, which is Las Vegas. And in Las Vegas, I went ahead and changed out some of the pictures. So I added some of the pictures that I wanted to add here. I can also click Pegman and drill down and walk the strip or look at anything here in Vegas as well.